Did you know that there's a Turkish restaurant near New York's Times Square and Rockefeller Center that's high quality and affordable? Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute Review Show. If you have a minute, I have an opinion. I'm about to try Akdeniz, a restaurant specializing in Turkish and Mediterranean cuisine since 2004. Akdeniz offers a wide variety of seafood, meats, and house specials at very reasonable prices. As we walk inside, we notice a vibrant atmosphere that is both modern and traditional. As the evening went on, the atmosphere just kept getting livelier and livelier. Come join me and check out all the dishes I ordered. You won't want to miss it. Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute Review Show, and today I'm at a restaurant called Akdeniz, which is a Turkish restaurant. It's on 46th Street between 5th and 6th Avenue. This place used to be called Little Brazil, but there aren't many Brazilian restaurants left. This particular restaurant is Turkish or Mediterranean. We're going to take a look at the menu so that you can see all the great Turkish dishes that they have. I'm a huge fan of Turkish cuisine. I took a brief look before I recorded this segment, and it has all the greatest hits of Turkish cuisine, all the grilled meats and all the cold appetizers that makes Turkish cuisine very famous. In the next segment, let's take a look at the menu. Okay, now let's take a look at the Akdeniz menu. You can start off with some soups. Here are some salads, and the salads are probably the entree size. Next you have cold appetizers, and then you have hot appetizers. Now, hot appetizers would include things like falafel or fried calamari. The cold appetizers are what you would find on a normally cold Turkish mixed plate. Now, here's the entrees. The entrees have many different grilled meats. So you can see here, they're all between $20 to $35. And you have some seafood options, and then you have some vegetarian options. Okay, the first plate came to our table. We bought the large appetizer platter. This is $30. We have the grape leaves, and then we have some eggplant. We have baba ganoush here, and we have hummus over here, and we have something called, I'm not sure what it is, but it starts with an L. And here's another type of vegetable dish. So what we're expected to do is that we're supposed to put some of this stuff, eat it by itself, or add it to this bread basket that they provided for us. And when you look at the bread basket is nice and warm bread. There are some breads that are thicker than others. This is more of a flat bread. So we have a nice assortment of bread right here. Okay, now's the time to try the appetizers, the mixed plate appetizer. From the looks of the appetizer, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 items on that mixed plate appetizer. So I decided to try the grape leaves as my first mixed grill item. Sorry, not mixed grill item, mixed appetizer item. So here it is. There appears to be some kind of filling in here. Not exactly sure what it is. Let's try it. Okay. The grape leaves are edible. It's very spicy. It has a very strong spice flavor. It tastes good. There's lots of olive oil in it. I have to say, it's definitely not rice, but it's very filling when you eat it. Yeah, it has that very Middle Eastern flavor. I'm not really sure what the spice is. It's very aromatic. Now, before I try the other items, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to show you the 2 types of bread. One is a thicker bread that's crispy, and another is a thinner bread, and it's more pillowy than crispy. So I'm going to put those appetizer items on and try everything one by one. Okay, now I'm going to try the spicy vegetables. Now this was one of the items, one of the 8 items on that appetizer plate. So here goes. This is very spicy. Spicy and tangy. Something that you normally don't get from East Asian cuisines. It's very new to me. Spicy and tangy. I like it. The main flavor of this spicy vegetable dish is the tomato. Just imagine that spread as a spicy tomato. Okay, the next item I'm going to try is the baba ganoush. So here it is. Just super smooth and creamy. It's really weird what I'm going to say. It actually tastes like a tuna fish, like a tuna salad. Very strange, but it's not tuna salad, it's a vegetable. Baba ganoush is really tasty. If there's a substitute for tuna tartare, this would be the one. I love that texture, very squeaky. Not bad. The next one that I'm going to try, I have no idea what the name is. I think it starts with an L, but I'll find out what it is. It's this white creamy pasty thing. Well, actually not pasty, a creamy white thing. And there looks like there's some dill on it. So let's try this. This is nice, light and airy. The crunch of the bread is great. It tastes like almost like a tahini with some dill. It's super creamy. Goes great with the bread. Love this. The next item I'm trying is the famous hummus. Now this is what a lot of people know about Turkish cuisine. It is really famous. So let's try this. You know, sometimes hummuses are too thick. This is not thick. It's actually very creamy and not sandy. I love this. It almost has like a milky texture to it. It's almost like a substitute for cream. I love the heaviness of it, and it goes perfectly with this crunchy bread. Okay, the next one that I'm going to try is the red eggplant. I think they mix this with a tomato, so it's eggplant and tomato. So let's try this. Those tomatoes really are sweet. They brighten up this dish. It brightens up the eggplant. It's nice and cool. I feel like I'm sitting in the Mediterranean while I'm eating this. It's so light and refreshing. You can taste the chunks of eggplant and tomato in your mouth. The tomato flavor profile is more sweet than it is sour, than it is astringent. So I really like this sweet flavor. Very nice. Here's my last appetizer from the mixed appetizer plate. This is a cold eggplant. I think it's eggplant just by itself. I see maybe some peppers chopped in over here, the red pieces, but let's give this a try, see what it's like. I can taste the olive oil in this one. Basically, it's chopped up eggplant with some olive oil, with some herbs. The herbs, I think, again, is dill, and there's some other type of herb that I can't identify, but it's definitely herbaceous, and it goes well with that eggplant, which is very smooth. The next appetizer that came to our table is the falafel. Now the falafel is fried into these little sausage-like shaped pieces. It's made with chickpeas. There's 6 of them. These falafel are actually pretty big. They're about 2 inches long, and it comes with a sauce right here. Not exactly sure what this is, but I'm sure it's going to be good. We'll try it very soon. Okay, I'm going to try the falafel. Now the falafel comes in a plate of 6, and it comes with this sauce, and it comes like this. This is chickpeas deep fried, and let's give this a try. This falafel is different. I think they added something to the chickpeas. The falafel itself seems very chewy, and yet it has that traditional falafel flavor, which is the nice fragrant flavor. It's like almost like a floral flavor or a grass-like flavor that falafel always has. And yeah, aside from the chewiness, which is a little different, it's a good falafel. The sauce also tastes like maybe some cheese, and it has some dill in it, because visibly I can see some dill in the sauce. So it's not bad. The next item that we got, which is an appetizer, is a feta cheese filled pastry. There were 4 here, 2 in order, and it's a hot appetizer, and it comes on a bed of lettuce. So we're going to try this very soon. Okay, the next dish I'm going to try is the pastry that is filled with feta cheese. Now here it goes. This is about 2.5 inches long, 3 inches long, and it's nice and hot, piping hot. This is your texture, taste, sensation. When you bite into this dough, it's gummy, nice and chewy, very satisfying. I love the chewiness, as I'm a big fan of texture. The feta cheese tastes like feta cheese. It's slightly melted. I'm surprised that it's not more melted. It still retains that crumbly texture of feta cheese that you normally would have in a salad. That was good, very good. The feta cheese has that very strong cheesy stink, which is what is characteristic of feta cheese. But to me, the best thing about this appetizer is the fact that this pastry shell is so bouncy and stretchy. I love the texture. Very good. Okay, now the moment we've been waiting for. We have ordered the mixed grill. This is $35 and it's full of meat. Now, from what I can see, we have something that looks like a lamb chop. I think this might be a lamb bone. Next we have maybe some beef or some lamb here. This isn't the minced beef or lamb. Down here, it looks like we have some Iskender, which is basically the shaved lamb off of a spit. Next we have the Iskender over here. This looks like the minced meat. Next we have some chicken over here. We have what looks like lamb here. And this is a full plate. Comes with some rice and a side of vegetables and a tomato. Now this was something I didn't expect. They came to our table with 2 different sauces. This one looks like it has that same dill. This one looks kind of dangerous. It looks like some kind of pepper or chili sauce. So I'm not sure what these are, but we're going to give both a try. Okay, the first piece that I'm going to eat off the mixed grill is the lamb. So here's a lamb rib, and I'm going to give this a try on its own. This is perfect. The lamb is done medium, salted well. This is really tender. Now the lamb rib is about 1/2 inch thick. It's done to a perfect pink. And yeah, it has that charcoal grilled flavor. Nice grilled flavor. I feel like I'm at a barbecue. The next item I'm going to try is the beef. This is what the beef looks like. Now, this beef is about 2/3 of an inch, so it's thicker than that lamb. So let's try this. Once again, this is a medium well, nice and tender, good quality. It's not tough. It has enough fat in here to make it very pleasant, and it has that nice grilled charcoal flavor that the lamb chop had. Very nice. Just the perfect grilled meat. The next meat that I'm trying is the Iskender. Now the Iskender is basically shaved meat right off the spit. I'm thinking this is probably lamb, so let's give this a try. You see all the oil that's coming off of it? It's going to be nice and smooth, I can tell. Wow, very tender. It has that nice crust on it. I got a piece that was near the heat. So when you have something on a spit, you want that nice crusty part, and I just happened to get that one. It's very good. The flavor is very similar to the beef. Okay, the next piece that I'm going to try is the chicken. Now you can see that this is white meat chicken. Let's try this. Wow, that is strange. I just bit into a piece of white meat chicken that has a crunch in it. I don't know why it has a crunch in it. I mean, I'm not eating the bone, I'm not eating the tendon. It's strange, but it has a very pleasant crunch. I don't know what it is, but the white meat part of it is nice and nicely flavored. It's moist. That's all I can ask for. I'm going to try another piece of that. See how come it has that crunch here. I'm feeling it, and it feels kind of smooth, almost like fat. Is that fat that I was stringing? But fat normally doesn't taste like this or look like this. Whatever it is, I love it because it has that nice crunchy texture to it. It does taste like white meat, which is fine. That's novel for a piece of white meat. And now the final piece of meat. This is lamb. I believe we were given 2 pieces of beef, 2 lamb, Iskender, and maybe 4 pieces of chicken. So here's the lamb. Let's try this. Okay. This lamb is a little drier than the other pieces of meat that I've had. And I think the reason why is because this is more to the well done side. They should have kept it to the medium or the medium well. Yeah, it could be better, but you know, the flavor is there. It's similar to all the other meats that I've had. If it was done just to a medium, I would have liked it a lot more. Now, I wanted to try some of that sauce that they gave to us earlier. And here's the lamb with that sauce. It's like an orange color. Let's see what it's like. Okay. It tastes almost like peppers. It's very, it's like a mix between tomatoes and peppers, but it's there's some heat to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 6 or 7 for heat. You can really feel it, and it's pleasant. But you know, I feel that the lamb didn't need the sauce. But if you like heat in your food, it's okay. Next, I'm going to try the white sauce on the lamb rib. So here goes. Is the white sauce. Okay. The white sauce basically tastes just like yogurt. It's basically a yogurt sauce. It's good. Doesn't add a ton to the lamb rib, but it's good if you like that type of stuff. There's one item that I forgot to review on that mixed grill, and that would be the rice. It comes with this rice, so let's give it a try. Okay. The rice grains don't stick together like in Asian rice. It's finely separated, and I think they cook this rice dish in salt and maybe some kind of stock, because it has this buttery flavor to it. Maybe salt and butter, but it's very tasty. I like that. And I think it would go perfectly with the meats. Okay, now it's time for the favorite part of the show, which is, ta-da, the star of the show. And today, the star of the show is quite simple. It's something that I love, something that I always love to order when I can, and that is the remains of it, the lamb rib. Now, why is the lamb rib the star of the show? It's because it was cooked perfectly. It was a medium to a medium well, and it was nice and juicy, nice and tender. It had that smoky char, smoky grilled flavor to it. That's not to say that the other meats weren't good, but this one was cooked perfectly with similar flavors, but it was cooked perfectly. That's why it rose to the top. And to me, this is a perfect example of Middle Eastern grilling, because it has those flavors, the aromas that I love in this kind of cuisine. And that's the star of the show. Thanks for watching the Minute Review Show. This meal was really good. We're in the area near Rockefeller Center, just a block away from Times Square. So if you're watching a Broadway play or watching a movie or doing stuff around the touristy areas in Times Square, this is a great place to come. Just come here. It's not outrageously expensive. That's another great thing about this restaurant. If you like Mediterranean food, I can't think of a better example of it than to come here. I highly recommend it. If you have a friend coming to New York City, coming to the Rockefeller Center area or Times Square or anywhere in New York City, come check out the Minute Review Show. You'll find a whole plethora of restaurants on this channel. As you go through it, I guide you and I'll show you the menus and the prices and everything that you need to know before you go out. I'll see you very soon in my next video. Thanks for watching. The final bill of this meal is $94.73.